Hi, Cheryl. I was going to call you Cherry. Hi, Cherry. Hi, Cheryl.
Hello, sparkles of light. This is Sammy, and I am here.
Thank you.
Oh,
It should be in the description box. My links. I don't think my Venmo's in there, but everything pretty much. Well, PayPal is Romantic Fairy, and then everything else is Cherry Enchantress to find me. And Cheryl said, "Hi, Sammy."
hey, Cheryl. Nice to see you guys again. Sammy's doing Pendulum. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to do before we went live. Well, I don't know. I can't do it now. Darn it. Oh, like maybe I can. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I wanted to show off these earrings. They're so cute. I love, love, love them. I'll show more the jewelry later when I have my nails done and I'll like dress nice and I'll do like a whole display of all the beautiful jewels, but especially like these. They're so pretty. Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. I love dainty, long, dangly earrings. So you got just the right things, and the other ones will be, they're like more dramatic, but they go good with the necklace and stuff. So that'll be like a really nice, fancy outfit kind of thing. So I'm excited. Yep. Alright. They are perfect. I had these pair a long time ago that I just never took off, and it one of them broke at the metal part, so I have to get it soldered if I want to wear them again. But I loved them. I bought them at this event that I went to, this convention that kind of was what was the trigger for this channel. So it was the whole experience was a very spiritual experience. And is that one for Sammy? Thank you. I think Cheryl gave me it. Oh, nice.
I sent for Sammy.
For Cheryl, get Cheryl on Sammy's list. Ooh, Sammy's got a list.
Oh, yeah. My first time getting a list.
Put Cheryl's name down there. I got a mosquito flying around me. Well, do you want to get started with pendulum reading for Cheryl until more people come on?
What's your question, Cheryl?
We were gonna go like together. I mean, like he was gonna go on his computer and mine on mine, but it ended up being a little bit too much trouble. So he's just gonna sit next to me. If that's okay with y'all, I think it's okay. So, let's before we start, let's do a little prayer. So I ask. Let's get a little more of this. And I heard a whop whop whop. Was that you?
That was Cheryl, I think.
But also Giggles. Giggles, I think, might have sent me a payment.
Okay. No, you're still at 15.
Okay. No, a PayPal or a Cashapp.
Oh, it doesn't show up on the YouTube.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, like right here, we can see if they. Yeah, see, Anicia Rios sent $5.
Okay.
And Giggles, what did Giggles say? Oh, will I meet a new love interest at my church? Is Cheryl's question for Sammy. All right, let me do the prayer really quickly. I ask that spirit, angels, guardians, and guides Send a beautiful ray of light at the top of my head, and as I breathe in, my lungs expand, and as I breathe out, I create a circle, and Sammy's in this circle, and all of you, and I feel protected and connected, and I ask that messages come from only the highest sources to bring clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. And we can look at it like a pendulum, a pyramid, or a protective shield covering us,
And ISIS.
an ISIS
Yeah.
guidance and protection,
Yeah.
and any other guardians and guidance that you feel connected and safe with too.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Go ahead. Sammy's first.
Okay.
You don't have to stand if you want to. Do you want?
No, I want to stand.
Okay, you sure? Your foot's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will I meet? So, Cheryl's question is, will I meet my? Wait. Will I meet a new love interest at my church? So let's call on to what Cheryl wants to call on. Let's call on to Cheryl's spirit guides. Let's call on to Cheryl's ancestors. Let's call on to the earth she stays on. Let's call on to anybody who is important, well, everybody's important, of course. Anybody who is close to her and her family. And let's ask the question. Will Cheryl meet a new love interest at her church? So there's a bit of a fight there at the beginning. So y'all might get into a little fight, but it's a good fight. It's a fight that'll make y'all notice that y'all are into similar interests and that you guys will hit it off. So it is a yes from the pendulum, and I'm double confirming that. But make sure you guys stay a little bit secret and private about it, because people might get jealous of how well you guys talk. And I feel like I'm seeing a vision right now of you guys in the church right now. And you guys are holding hands and with your feet kicked up. So it is a yes. And yeah, make sure you guys stay stay safe too while you're at church. Of course, it's a blessed place, so the church is safe. So yeah, that's a yes for Cheryl.
It's interesting what you picked up on, Sammy, because she does have close people or important people, like a best friend that passed away recently that I think is her guide, one of her guides, and also jealous people happen to show up all the time around Cheryl. So it's interesting you picked up on that too.
Okay, cool.
And Sammy says, "Amazing, thank you."
Sammy does?
Sorry, Cheryl said, "Amazing, thank you."
Okay.
And Cheryl said, "Okay." And then Giggle said, "I sent you PayPal. Did you want only $5? I sent a $5 and then another 5. Thank you, Giggles, so much. Okay.
So does Giggles want a pendulum?
Giggles, do you want a pendulum reading?
Just have a feeling. Oh, that's Cheryl.
I just have a feeling too. So we can look in the cards if you want to next. Unless you want to do Giggles' pendulum reading if she wants one.
Well, if Giggles gives me a question, I'll do it.
Okay. Giggles, do you want to ask Sammy a yes or no question? Do you want to do a pendulum, or do you want to Put all your eggs in my basket. I love y'all's profile pictures. They're so pretty. You look so pretty, my little beautiful sparkles of light. Um, okay, she does want to do that. All right, so Giggles, we'll get back with you. Well, let's go ahead and do you now, and then I'll go back. I'll go to Cheryl. No, wait, that wouldn't make sense. Going
Ask
back and forth.
Giggles.
I'm waiting for a sign.
Ask Giggles. Okay, she's waiting for a sign.
Yeah, she wants to know if Rolanda will ask her out soon.
Rolando. Okay. Ask her out for a date, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask that, and then I'll get to their readings. Answer that. Oh, sorry. Did I run over your foot?
Okay. Let's wait for this car to pass by. Okay. Alright, so Giggles has the question. Will Rolando ask her out soon? So let's call on to everything that Giggles wants to call on. Let's call on to Giggles spirit guides. Let's call on to Giggles ancestors. Let's call on to the earth Giggles stays on. Let's call on to all her. Let's call on to any and all dates that she has been on. So Rolando could get an idea if he does ask. And now let's ask the question. Will Rolando ask Giggles out on a date soon? So it's a little bit intermittent right now. So I'm thinking it might not be as soon as you want it, but he will eventually ask you out on a date. And he's going to surprise you. And he's going to make it very special for you. Mm-hmm. And he's going to pique your interest in a lot of things that you like to do. So it is a yes. And I'm getting the feeling that Rolando doesn't want me to say too much. So, and that's also how the pendulum works. So Rolando doesn't want me to say too much, but he wants me to let you know that he will ask you out soon. And let's see if we pick up on anything afterwards. And it'll also be a secret private date. That's a little bit of a theme going on. So yes, it is a yes for you, Giggles. And I just want to say it's not everything's gonna be yes, but most of the time we want to ask questions that we know the answers to. So I'm just saying.
Intuitively.
Yeah.
Intuitively, everybody already kind of knows, and it's funny how when you guys ask the questions, it's usually because you have a feeling, just like Cheryl said, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
And Giggles is like closing her eyes like this. Oh my God.
Nice.
All right. So let's get back to some readings and give Sammy a little break until anybody else wants to come and get a pendulum reading. So Cheryl, what would you like me to look into? You want to look into more of the church guy that Sammy saw? Cheryl says, "Thank you, Sammy." And Giggles saying, "LOL, eek, I'm internally screaming."
Oh, nice.
It's very anime if you Giggles. That's the way they do
That
in
isn't.
anime.
That
They're
is
just they're
animated.
always screaming at each other when they have crushes. Oh, Kiki, get down. She likes this. She's like, "Wow, Sammy, my little witch boy. Oh, join the club." Okay, any connections at church? Let's see. We got orange going, your favorite color.
Oh yeah.
You want to shuffle the cards, Kiki? And Kiki will be answering meow questions. She'll say meow or meow, whatever your question is. So, Kiki, tell me about Cheryl's person she might meet at church. Anything you got to say about that? No. Be careful, walk steadily. It could be just around the corner. You can't step easily. Oh, there you go. You found your way. You found your way. You'll find your way. Kiki snuggles. Kiki snuggles. Okay, let's see about this guy. Or girls, or guys, or people, or what's going on. Let's see. Take me to church. Ooh, Cheryl, right off the bat with the 10 of Cups. And the artist. That's nice. Oh my gosh, Cheryl. Wasn't there one of the readings where you had something in common with somebody else and y'all were both artists? Okay. So 10 of Cups represents oh, and this one's a really nice one with the baby and everything. And so that could again, like so many of your readings was talking about how this person would be getting along with, you know, your son and vice versa if he has any kids or whatever. Cheryl says, "It's just a coincidence. I found this church after my best friend died, and um, I feel like she led me there. See, and I felt her presence when Sammy was calling on people important to you. So yeah. So the 10 of Cups, the sentence that most strikes me comes from the Shadowscapes definition, and it's called an all-encompassing contentment. So in other words, you're like so happy you don't even know what to do about it. You just feel so peaceful, so happy. And I love that for you. Let's see what, yeah, abundance, satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. And yeah, I just feel like there's like a really nice mutual thing happening between you and other people there. So the artist is specific to this deck, and let me tell you what it says. So the artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies mankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. This is perfect for you because sometimes we get so wrapped up in our monkey minds that, you know, I don't normally like advocate for um what's the word I'm like traditional religion, but I do love the aspect of fellowship, other people coming together in a harmonious spiritual way. I love how most of the time the message is very positive, and it's about scripture. And although the Bible can be very interesting to interpret, sometimes I think most priests and pastors want to want to tap into the greatest message that they can. Like they're really trying hard to connect with the congregation, and so I think they have the congregation's best interest at heart most of the time. Anyway, there are a few churches and things that seem kind of like about money and things like that, but most I think are more about connecting with the human experience and people and how to become closer to God. That's basically I think the main thrust of it. And I think it'll be very helpful for you in a very in a very structured way. And interesting how the Hierophant has come out for you, which really to me represents church and priests and that kind of thing. It represents Taurus. So I feel like you have a natural inclination to feel comfortable in a structured place like that. So let's see. And Cheryl says, I like the peace I feel and the beauty of the place to pray. Very nice. Let's see what else. Well, I'm also feeling like sometimes when you're in a place like that, you can feel very peaceful, right? But you can also get very overwhelmed, like emotions can bubble up inside of you. Today I forgot. I didn't really have time to do it. I really wanted to, but today is get free panties at Victoria's Secret's Day. I mean, I don't know if it's nationwide, but it was a thing in Houston, so I wanted to do that, but I didn't have time. It's National Underwear Day or something like that. Oh, there he is, the Knight of Swords. He could approach you like when you're praying, and then your prayers turn into like your tears. And so as you're praying, you may be feeling touched really deeply and have a moment. You may just be having a moment, and then he comes by to check on you or something. And or he could be having a moment and he could be crying. So the Knight of Swords is he is a very dynamic person. He's all about truth and honesty. And you know how Sammy was touching upon maybe a fight. A fight is as in, something honest that's exchanged between two of you that could actually turn into a little bit of an argument or a little bit of heated discussion, or similarly how sometimes people's religious viewpoints are just different, and but I think that it's something that brings you together. Your differences or your different viewpoint may actually, yours might teach him and his might teach you, and then y'all see things in a different light together. So that's possible here, but it could be something about his honesty or his truth that that yeah, you cry. That touches you, or that that you feel like you tapped on something, and I really, you like, maybe you just really need to talk about it, and maybe he's here for you. He's very determined, he's energetic, slightly impulsive sometimes, but very passionate energy. Okay, let's see, anything else? All right, you have the Ace of Swords again with the intelligence, and this is kind of like epiphany energy. My phone's blowing up. I need to figure out a way to close the. I'm gonna try this. Sorry, my daughter and sister were talking about how they went to get panties. They were showing. They were like, Sierra got some Halloween panties or something. Sorry. Okay. Okay. But the Ace of Swords is all about like this epiphany. This, I feel that's exactly what's happening. Like there's this, where suddenly something all makes sense to you. You're like you're exchanging points of view, and it's like, oh, and then a light bulb goes off, and then y'all are in perfect harmony. The Six of Cups makes you feel really nostalgic, like you've known this person a long time, and it's like really easy and a nice flow of words back and forth. And the Emperor, he is your counterpart. This is kind of like, it feels like counterpart energy because this guy is, he's no slouch. This guy, he may come off as kind of a knight in some ways, but he's definitely, his soul is emperor. He is all emperor. He's like a solid man who, you know, he's, I feel like he could be a dad too, or at least have daddy vibes, you know, like a very solid, centered person that dependable and intelligent and calm and steady and wise, but also passionate. I just see a lot of passion. Could be like a fire sign. I feel a lot of passion here. All right, let's see anything else. Well, let's see what's coming up next in your love life. Ooh, okay. It may not be a rekindling, but it does feel like this, like something familiar about this person. Like it could be a person from a past life returning to this life. You're meeting them again, something familiar about them. I think so because I don't think this is anybody you actually know right now, but it feels like that. Like you left off, like you're picking up where you left off in another lifetime. Yeah, it's a natural evolution. Y'all are gonna really enjoy unfolding the situation naturally together. Oh, this could turn into a leveling up situation. I love this because this is like this is this kind of, instead of, you know, the twin flame one, it feels familiar, but it's not like, oh, you're my twin flame, but it could be like a soulmate from a past, you know, soul connection of some sort. And you just get to, you grow, you get to know each other, and you get to know each other so well that you go through traditional steps. You don't, it doesn't have to be awkward or weird, like you're getting to know each other, and then you do date or whatever, like the next step, and then you keep going through the next natural steps. But this guy could be the one that, you know, asks you to marry him, or at least proposes a long-term relationship, maybe, or something like that. You know, it's like this is a very promise, like I promise kind of energy. And then maybe you feel maybe you feel it with him before y'all even date. You're like, what is it about this guy that feels like we belong together already? Something like that. Hey, giggles. Okay, great. Hey, rainbow. All right, so let us get let's get the energy oracle. Thank you. Did you want to get a pendulum reading, Rainbow? Ooh, you got the angel of strength with the lion. And this could all be like, there's a very strong Lionsgate portal energy here where you're manifesting a really great connection. And I often see, you know, the Beauty and the Beast sort of energy with the strength card and with this card. And I'm also seeing like, you know, it could be both. Like these could be two aspects of yourself and two aspects of the other person too, but definitely feeling a lot of fire energy here, a lot of passion. And also this, your ability to tame them. It's like, you know, when you're around, I feel calmer, you know, energy. So like you provide each other that soft, calm energy, and you also provide each other sort of that protection energy. And on top of that, you both feel a fierce, almost animal energy between you too. So sometimes you have to tame and temper that a little bit. So, this is your personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. So, I feel like that a lot with all the swords. It's like speaking your truth. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you to the focus and resolve to do what is necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. And your affirmation is: deep within me is an abiding strength that knows no bounds. I have all the power I need to achieve all that I want. Nice. And I feel like you're gonna have a sense of the church will provide a good foundation, a place of strength. Similarly to, when people go to the AA meetings and they have sponsors and they read the serenity prayer because that provides them a sense of strength. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So church, I think, is going to provide sort of that kind of positive foundation for you. So very nice, very nice. I'm going to add Rainbow now, and I'm going to see if she wants a pendulum reading. And then we'll go to Giggles reading, if that's okay. Because maybe after Rainbow, you might want to take off, or do you want to stay longer?
It's up to them.
It's okay.
Maybe after I get 5.
Okay. Well, I don't want you to stay longer than you feel comfortable, but that's great if you want to.
Yeah, I don't want to stay. Maybe not for the whole life.
Yeah. Okay, Rainbow. You're welcome. So, Rainbow, we can wait, and whenever you're ready, but if you want to have a pendulum reading right now, we can squeeze that in right now, or I can go to Giggles. Rainbow. Sometimes I go back and forth, see if anybody said anything. Sometimes this feature hides it, but nothing happened. Giggles. There's only one person here. Where'd everybody? Oh no, there's no people here. Or at least it's showing 0. Now there's 1. Something happened. Now there's 2. Who's the top fan? Let's see. See this little feature that I have with a little crown. So Cheryl's top fan tonight with 825 XP. What can you get? You can buy an armor with that and fairy wings to go with it. Okay, fairy wings for 800 XP, and for Rainbow gets a wand, a fairy wand for 550 XP, and Giggles for 75 XP gets a crystal. I don't know. I wish there was a way I could give y'all prizes for your XP. I don't understand why they give you XP. How you could trade it in? Like it seems like something you could trade in for something,
Yeah.
like a game.
They should. I mean, they should have some type of reward
Yeah.
system.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, well, yeah, unless Rainbow wanted a pendulum reading, but okay, now we got four people back. Do you guys leave me and then come back? I know. It is a nice surprise for Sammy to be here.
Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me be here.
He's very tapped in and in tune tonight. Okay, love reading on Rolando. I want to know what his thoughts and feelings are. Okay, let's start with the thoughts and feelings deck. No need to be afraid. It's just Kiki's looking at it like, you're not spraying that on me, are you? No, honey, don't you worry. So Kiki's also here providing her kitty cat energy. And she's smiling about that. She feels proud of herself for giving good energy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's okay, Giggles. Ooh, juicier ones. Okay, well, first we're going to start with tame, and then we'll get juicier and juicier. Except I'm going to have to ask Sammy to leave the room. No, I'm just kidding. No, you can take it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not too shy. Giggles wants some juicy messages.
Okay.
Let's go with just general feels. How does he feel? About himself, about you, or the connection? And I love that Sammy's saying he's got a surprise. Okay, he's joyful, feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. He's feeling brave. I have to be strong, cautious, tempered, and patient. So I feel like he has to do things in his way. He's in love with you. Cupid's arrow has struck, and I fall over and over with you. It's sometimes that when they're the quietest is when they're feeling the most feelings. All right, let's see. Anything else from the deck? Can you hand me the Love Tarot deck? Ooh, he wants to take a leap of faith. He feels ready to dive in. So he is getting close to doing something, saying something, reaching out, or not being as afraid anymore. That one right there. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see what the Love Tarot has to say about it. This one is a little bit like honest, brutally honest. So you know, if you get a good reading from this deck, that you're gonna be blessed. But if it's a little bit harsh, it's okay. We work through the harsh things. Oh. Now, this one says he's attached to his ex, but this could be that there's this lingering attachment to the wife that passed away, right? So there's an emotional, spiritual connection that still lingers, but it's happening for him. Don't worry, it's happening. Okay, brutal honesty, you love it, good. Oh, soon. I'm going to contact you soon. So there you go for brutal honesty. Ooh, he cries sometimes. Oh, when I think about you, I cry. Finding myself. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. So the reason why he's given you space, so much space, is probably this. He's been busy finding himself. to figure out what he wants out of life, you know, and maybe figure out how he wants to provide for you too, you know, and be the man in your life. But basically, no one compares to you. This and this one too. Like they're both like the same. It's simple, really. Nothing compares to you. It's simple, really. How do I feel? It's simple, really. How do I feel? You asked. How does Rolando feel? It's simple, really. I want you, us, forever because no one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experience I have, there is no one who compares to you. Okay? Brutally honest. Not brutal, sweetly honest, right? Those are his deep feelings right there. Very nice. I'll put this over here for a second. Wow. All right, let's get naughty. Let's get sexy. Let's go get some sex appeals. Nothing compares to you. To you. Come on, get on pitch, girl. All right, let's see what he wants in a sensual way. Okay, here's what he wants to do. I want to grab it. I want it in the palm of my hands. Okay, thank you. Tell me what you want me to do. Like, tell me what you want to do to me. Damn, your body looks good all wet. It turns me on. I'm going to make you scream my name. The neighbors will know it for sure. Didn't he say that the last time? All right. He's got a one-track mind. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a little romantic. Let's lighten it up a little. Let's get the fans out and cool ourselves off a bit. Let's get a little romantic. I'm gonna have to do another pick a card, his feelings, pick a card, huh? Tomorrow I'll be busy with the readings, but oh, karma, 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 karma. It's here kicking my butt. So life is getting a little stressed for him. We should talk about things and work it out. I'm afraid that I might lose you one day. Okay, some fears right there, looks like. The shadow side of things. Even in this deck, a little bit of fears coming out. But what's going to happen with you guys long term? Let's see. We got you're manifesting the one. I mean, he is the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. So again, we got soon twice, and Sammy also got soon for him, for when he did the pendulum. So open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Don't close your heart out of fear. Keep your heart open always. Even if it hurts, keep your heart open and be ready. All right, let me just do a little bit of the tarot to see what else we can see. Just a little bit of tarot here. I know I'm giving you lots of cards, but oh, okay. So work is kind of important right now, but work in all areas. I feel like he believes that it takes work to get anywhere, and he's willing to go, climb the mountain. He's willing to put in the work to this longevity. It kind of feels like longevity. And the tens, even in the wands, the tens are good. Even the Ten of Swords, even though it feels like an ending, there's a sunrise in the distance. So the tens have kind of this hopeful vibe to them. The Ten of Wands is like reaching, the pinnacle, but you have to put in a lot of work to get there. You you are. I love it. I feel so spoiled. You are spoiled. Oh, there's Rainbow. She's ready for. Rainbow says, "Hi, Sammy. I'm so glad to have you with us."
Hey, Rainbow.
Okay, one more card. If we need to know anything else. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is be cool, be chill. He'll do the reaching out. There's nothing that you really need to do. Don't flirt with other boys. Keep your heart open for him, and he'll come to you. And yeah, he will come to you if you do that. Don't flirt with other boys. that's the that's the message from Spirit, I think. Just stay calm, stay open, and let him come to you. Okay. Yeah, that could be another thing that keeps him from making a move is his fear that you'll dump him or you'll find somebody better or you won't want to put in the work that it takes to have a relationship. So it's important to show him that you can. Giggles, yeah, right? He's like, you ain't going with no other guys. You're my girl. Hey, Terry. Uh, Terry says, hi, Cherry. Hi, Sammy. Happy reading to the sparkles of light. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, Terry. Love you. Did you want to get a yes/no question in before you go? Oh, you don't have to. Here, I'll put you on the list, and I'll let you go, and then I'll do rainbow, so you can go to bed if you're ready. If that's what you need. Okay. So just ask Sammy, and I'll kick back and sip on my coffee while y'all continue with your readings. Oh, okay, and we're done with giggles now. Now we're rainbow and Terry's next actually. Terry's gonna ask a yes or no question. Okay. Terry wants to know if her cancer markers will go down at the next lab draw.
Okay, so this question is for Terry. And her question is, yeah. And her question is, will her cancer markers go down with the next lab draw? So let's call on to everybody that Terry wants to call on. Let's call on to Terry's spirit guides. Let's call on to Terry's ancestors. Let's call on to the earth she stays on. And let's call on to the fairies. So now Terry's question is, will her cancer marks will her cancer markers go down at the next lab draw? So it was a slight intermittent at first, but now it's going to no. So I don't think this time it will go down for the markers, but you will get some type of bright news that will make you feel more joyful from the lab. And it's going to be a process for your markers, but don't let that make you feel any type of way of negativity, because ultimately that is clarity to how powerful you are and how strong you are as a person. So it is a no, Terry. Um, but, you know, there's still a positive to it for the no. Okay. So, yep.
Okay, Sammy. Yeah, I think I was seeing things too, like when we our last reading, I was seeing a mixed kind of thing. Like some of the news may be like not what you were hoping for, but other news might actually be like way better, like overall better, like a big picture better. So, oh, your mom's pendulum said yes? Well, there you go. It could be a mixed thing, it could be mixed. So it's still, like he said, I think it's an overall positive thing that's gonna turn like a positive message. The yes is the positive message, but the no to the specifics maybe. Well, you'll see, but I think you'll be happy one way or the other with the outcomes of your next appointments.
I think I'm going to go lay down now.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your help.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Sparkles of Light. Thank you for
Sammy's.
letting me give you a
Oh wait, did
reading.
you want? No, can you do rainbow?
Rainbows? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, my pendulum said yes? Oh, okay. Okay, Rainbow says, I've had two dreams about doing a pregnancy test 2 times already, and every single one I'm about to see the results and wake up, and is there meaning to these dreams? And so you wake up but you don't see the results. Is that what happens, Rainbow? Okay, here's Sammy for your question.
Okay. So this is for Rainbow's question. Her question has to do with is there meaning to this dream? So that could mean a lot of things. What in particular are you trying to get the meaning of? Do you want the meaning of why you wake up before it happens? And the pendulum says yes, so that's what I'm going to go with for now until you send me a question or something. So, is there a meaning to Rainbow's dream that she wakes up on right before the test results? Is there a meaning for the wake up right before the test results? Now, let's call on to Rainbow Spirit Guides. Let's call on to Rainbow's ancestors. Let's call on to Rainbow's earth that she stays on. And let's call on to the fairies. Now, is there a meaning? Is there a meaning for the reason she wakes up right before the test results? So there's a big yes and no here. It's a big yes and no right away. There is a big meaning, and there's also not that much of a meaning as you think. And that's one of the only questions I've got that's been intermittent the whole way.
Did anything happen?
No, it was stayed middle the whole
Oh,
way. So
wow.
it did swing clockwise or
Oh, it's a
counterclockwise.
big secret.
It is a big secret. So that's a That's a yes and a no question there.
So what was the question? Is there a meaning?
So, is there a meaning to why she wakes up before she gets the test results?
Oh, okay.
And she's
Oh,
happy for
this
that.
question was for me. So I think she has a different one for you, a yes or no for you.
Oh,
So what is your question for Sammy? Or did you want to ask another one that's more yes or no? Because I think that's why that didn't move, because it's not really yes or no. It's more of a card.
hmm,
Get to the bottom of it, kind of. If it's a mystery, that's where I come in. I solve the mysteries.
yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Oh, oh, is my niece going to pass her test this month? Okay, that's an easy
Okay.
one.
So this question is for Rainbow,
Yeah.
and the question is, will her niece pass her test this month? So let's call on to Rainbow spirit guides. Let's call on to Rainbow's ancestors. Let's call on to the earth she stays on, and let's call on to the fairies. And the question is, will her niece pass her test this time? So she might feel a little nervous at first, thinking if she is going to pass. But eventually, she'll gain more courage and more confidence and know that she already passed. And then she'll be even more emphatic about it, knowing that this test is going to make her feel really good, and that passing this test is a big step up for her. Okay. So it is a yes for your niece passing her test this month.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Does anybody else want a reading before I go? Thank you so much, Sammy. She really needs to pass this test. Let's go, Rainbow's niece.
Go, niece. Well, Sammy's gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all for supporting him, and he's gonna buy some nice energy drinks with with his
Yeah.
with the donations. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night, Rainbow.
Sammy.
Good night, Sparkles of Light. Thank you guys for uh, getting some readings from me and supporting my mom. And it's been nice talking with all of you guys. And yep, I will see you guys next time.
Faith just a pixie dust.
Faith just a pixie dust.
Okay, good night, Sammy. Or see you later.
See you.
I put it in my
Okay.
All right. All right. Now, I guess that still had Terry's name on it, which might have been confusing. But okay. Okay, Rainbow. Now we'll get to your question. We'll investigate. So let's think about the dream. You had two dreams. Two dreams about doing a pregnancy test 2 times, and every single time about to see the results, and I wake up. All right, let's see what this means. My impression before getting to the cards is this. that it's like getting pregnant would be a dream come true. Like the two sides of you when you think about getting pregnant, there's the side where you worry about it, and you kind of so sometimes you're like you like there's a part of you that doesn't believe it can be true or could happen, and so it's like that part of you is like awake or woke or the daytime or that, but the dream is more like wish, your wish. And so one part of you has a wish and the other part did not, almost like stops your wish by waking up. So let me see if I can, if that's the right I didn't get any goosebumps on it, but let's see what spirit has to say, if I'm on the right track with that kind of message or what. It's like a cliffhanger too, like in a movie or whatever. Or let's say, for example, seasons, like when you're watching a show and you have to catch the next show next week, and it's like, what's going to happen next? Who will win the competition? And then you have to wait a whole week to find out. And so it's something like that kind of also gives me that kind of vibe for your dream. It's like to be continued, or same bat time, same bat channel, like we'll find out at the next episode if this will happen. But let's see. I see one line, but as I'm waiting for the second line, oh my gosh, that's when I wake. And then I get so mad and I didn't see the results. Okay, Rainbow, this is what you might need to do. You can look, I have this book. I don't know where it happened to it, but and I know I showed it to you before, called Conscious Dreaming. And in the book, uh, I think I let Sammy borrow the book, and it didn't get back on my shelf. Let me see. Okay, so I still haven't got you in your meeting. So, oh, One dream happened when I arrived in Hawaii the first night, and my second dream happened to me when I came back home from Hawaii. It's so weird. That is weird. And okay, so in conscious dreaming, the reason why it's called conscious dreaming is to allow your conscious mind to enter into your subconscious. And so you can remember your dream better, and also um, give yourself a directive. So what you do is before bedtime, you ask yourself, your higher self, spirit, God, guidance, whatever, to allow you back into this particular dream that you had where you were looking at the lines, okay? And visualize it and see it, and ask God to continue this dream so that you can see what the other line is. And ground yourself, like make sure like have something that you're holding on to on earth in your bed, and something that you can somebody, like maybe ask your husband to be there with you in the dream so you can connect to the dream, or something like that. Allow like characters or somebody to look at or somebody to talk to in the dream so you can connect in a physical way with your dream, that so it's not just like not just you and a stick, but it's you, your husband looking at you, and the stick. And that way it's like having a witness there. So like create this and visualize and ask God, the higher sources, to guide you through this dream. What's the next step? What's the next? It might be something that spirit is asking you to do, because I feel like all of us here, all the sparkles of lights, has their own superpower. You know, we all have our way of intuiting our future, and yours is through your dreams. And this and spirit wants you to know how to use your dreams to help yourself. So this could be like a great test for you, a great, not a test, but more like a an assignment. So let's see what spirit wants you to figure out in this assignment. And then see, like, figure out how Hawaii is attached to this. All right, you got your husband and the grounded energy. I think it's important that he be in the dream with you. And you, and this Three of Wands is like looking into the future. So continue to see what the dream is trying to tell you. You can simply, like, it's like a journal prompt. You know, when you write in your journal, you ask yourself a question and then you think of answers to your own question, right? So the dream is similar. You ask yourself a question for your dream to answer you, and you're consciously aware of the answer. That's how I used conscious dreaming to see that beautiful bubble dream that I always talk about. It was conscious dreaming that let me see all of that and to remember it and be able to record it. Yeah, I think it's a good idea too. All right, so let's see what the spirit wants to say. All right, look at you. The World card. I love this. This is very fluid and flowing. And also, like, it's like an anchor too. Okay, this makes me feel like an out-of-body experience, but you being anchored by the four fixed signs, which are literally anchors. Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. And this is really great though. This is saying that you're going to find your answers. You're going to have a climax. You're going this is also this travel energy. Pisces is one of the signs of travelers. Pisces and Sagittarians are the two travel signs. They love adventure and travel, and you are both good at traveling in different ways, both physically and spiritually. And this is about your spiritual travels that help you find the solutions to your questions. So I feel like you will be very successful with the World card. It's about success and about like coming full circle and completing something. And yeah, and the final destination of your journey, and having a deeper understanding of your role in the universe, and all your efforts have come full circle. So the answer that you will find when you dig deeper in this, when you ask spirit to help you figure out this mystery of the pregnancy test, the answer is about you having a deeper understanding of your role in the universe, and all your efforts will come full circle. Full circle. Very, very profound, but I feel like this is a message to you about your kind of like a destiny message, or your life path, or your abilities, you know, like you doing you to the ultimate. But it starts with a question, it starts with a mystery, and it might even start with, you know, the frustration. But what do we do when we're frustrated or angry or want or unsatisfied? Well, we may pout or may get angry a little bit, but then we seek a resolution. And it's in the seeking of the resolution that you find your true talents and your abilities and your skills. Very nice. Two of Swords. So be very aware of how you go in your head. There is the monkey mind where you're in your head and you're back and forth and you're back and forth and you're negative self-talk, or you're confused, or you're deliberating in a unhealthy way. Or there is the releasing, the letting go, the surrendering, and using your third eye. So the promise behind the Two of Swords is, if you let go and just tap into your sixth sense, then that's where you find your answers. The sixth sense. The daily life doesn't have the answers. The being awake is not necessarily the place where you're going to find the truth or the answers. Your dreams have the answers. So when you wake up, the answer is lost. It disappears. Isn't that interesting? We all assume that our daily waking life is the is reality, and it's where we find the answers, but not for you. You will find your answers in your dreams. It's when you're awake that you lose vision, you lose focus, you lose the answer. It dissolves, right? So you have to go back to the place that gives you the truth. So that's really interesting. Now I got a little, okay, I got goosebumps on that one. I feel like that's the truth of this. It's in the dreams where the truth is. It's not in the waking world. It's kind of funny how, the term woke became so like a bad word. And I always believed being awake was a good thing, but being woke was like being wise and alert, and noticing things, and being intelligent and all of that. I associated woke with being open-minded and intelligent. But there is something interesting about the whole, um yeah, like you can't be like a person with their head in the sand hiding from the truth. That's not right. But if you're a spiritual person that goes beyond just the visible, the physical signs of life, and you take it deeper into the spiritual world, then that is where you find even more stuff. Uh-oh. All right. Let's try this again.